Marco Colbert, Speedoco Refinish Network. All right, so if you clicked on the video, you're probably wondering how to clean your dirty driveway or dirty concrete surface. Well, we might have two solutions for you guys today, and we're going to compare them side by side and see which one takes the cake. Okay, so we have two very well-known brands. We have the Zep. Now, this is their specialty cleaner. It's their driveway concrete cleaner. They claim to remove oil, grease, all kinds of stains and stuff. And as you guys can see, this concrete is very stained. It's got little stains all throughout. And it's got this greasy film on top of the concrete that I could not bristle off. Then we have the very well-known Clean Strip, muriatic acid. This is about as boisterous as it gets, guys. If you're not wearing the proper protective equipment when working with this stuff, it will definitely rock your world and send you to the hospital. This is about as toxic as it gets when it comes to concrete cleaning. So if you can't get it done with this, you're probably not going to get it done with anything else. I'm going to be honest with you guys. So which one is going to take the cake? We will see. We're going to be doing a small section in here with the muriatic acid and a small section somewhere over here with the Zep driveway cleaner. Just talked about anytime you're working with muriatic acid, you're going to want to go ahead, get a full chemical resistant suit, chemical resistant gloves. Make sure they're thick. Don't get the cheap little 10 mil gloves. They don't work, they rip. To work the product in, you're going to want a nice hard bristle brush. Go ahead and get you one at the local Home Depot, Lowe's, they pretty much all have them. And to wash all this shit up, we are back with the Westinghouse WPX 2700 pressure washer. You guys saw me do a video on this before. It did a decent job getting up the bulk of the grease, but we're at the point now where we're really at a chemical level to get the rest of this stuff up. That's enough talking. Let's suit up. Let's get to work. Alright guys, well we have a pretty clear-cut winner here. I'm holding the camera back because I want you guys to see something. Now you notice there's no oil spotting on this part where we did the muriatic acid. Take you guys over here to where we put the Zep stuff. The water is still separating and creating these little like fisheye looking things because oil is obviously hydrophobic. So that is basically the water trying to penetrate the oil, and the oil is like, no, get off of me, and it spreads out into a circle. Now let's take a look at the cleanliness. So let's look here. So here's where we applied it, and here's where we did not apply. So, you know, it did get some of this stuff up. And one thing I'll say about the Zep is it did not have an extremely harsh odor. It did not have an extremely toxic, harsh, foul smell. The muriatic acid, if you were to work with this stuff with no protective equipment, you'd probably be in the hospital 8 hours later and probably be dead in about 24 hours. Very toxic stuff. Now, let's look at the cleanliness on the muriatic acid though. Look at that. That is spanking clean compared to that. That's where we didn't treat. That's where we treated. Literally see the different color textured concrete it looks like when they probably originally laid this slab back in 1940. This is probably about as clean as it's going to get. I did forget to mention, if you're working with muriatic acid, you really do want to get a dual cartridge respirator. It's this stuff puts off a seriously bad fume. All right, so let's break it down for you guys. Effectiveness, hands down, muriatic acid. This stuff definitely took the cake. Cost effectiveness, muriatic acid. It was $7 at Lowe's. the Zep driveway cleaner was $11 per gallon. Now, on an eco-friendly standpoint, the Zep takes the cake. It is a lot less toxic to work with. This stuff does not put off really dangerous fumes when working with it and brushing it in. It's a lot healthier for your body and a lot healthier, I'd imagine, for the environment. Overall, I'm just going to say this. If you have very mild stains in your driveway and you're just kind of looking to do some spot work, grab the Zep, because the muriatic acid, if you're doing spot work with it, it will make that one spot brighter than the whole entire driveway, and it'll actually look worse than what you started with. Now, if you're like me and you got a massive 9,000 square foot shop and you have a lot of space to clean and you're cleaning the entire floor, the whole entire surface, edge to edge, get the muriatic acid. The muriatic acid is really going to etch that concrete, lift up any and everything on that surface and get it prepped up for epoxy coating, self-leveling, which we're also going to be doing as well, and really just get those floors prepped up in cleanest possible condition to do that kind of work. All right, so that wraps it up for this one, guys. I got 9,000 square feet of space to clean. I'm going to get back to work. Hope this review helps you guys out. Like, subscribe, new videos every week.